welcome to Jackass!
Now with that out of the way, hello there folks, my name is Spoonks and I saw Jackass Forever and it was amazing. Yeah folks, as you can probably tell, since this is a Jackass movie, this is going to be a much more different review, because if you are new to Jackass, let me just get this out of the gate. This is a very different type of movie. There's no story, no characters, no character development, no real message of any sort. Its only sole purpose is to entertain you and make you laugh at the ridiculously stupid and dumb situations these people get themselves into. And for that reason alone, it excels magnificently. Ooh, I messed up that pronunciation there. Sorry about that, folks. I definitely believe this is the movie people should see right now, given the times we are in, and given the nature and intentions of this film. I think it's very important for people and moviegoers around the world to see something that just makes them laugh and forget about everything going on right now for an hour and a half, as this movie excels as what it's trying to do. Not surprisingly enough, I found this movie to be hilarious. The stunts, the banter between the whole cast, and just how ridiculously well crafted and how well prepared and just flat out insane and well creative these stunts are, and the effectiveness of the punchlines to them is really funny. I was laughing out loud several times throughout the majority of the film. Of course, like any comedy, there are some stinkers, and we'll get to those later in the video, but this is probably the hardest and the most amount of times I have laughed at a movie in a movie theater in a long time. I was cracking up immensely. The two things holding this movie together are, first off, the stunts. They are well crafted, well planned out, very well executed, and above all else, insane. There are so many ridiculous scenarios and stunts these guys do to each other, to the point where some of them got so risky and so insane I couldn't even look at the screen because of how painful or gross the situation was. Not that that's a negative or anything, because it's not, but the way these people were able to just go all out for these stunts and pranks is just insane, to the point where this might be one of the very few times where I had to look away from the movie theater screen, which is and the other thing holding this movie together is the cast. Of course, you have the typical Jackass alumni: Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Chris Pontius, Danger Aaron, Wee Man, and Preston Lacey, and they all just feel at home. Nothing has really changed in the past 11 years or so. They just feel they know what movie they're in, and they really give it their all, even when it does give them bodily harm to them or their peers. But the new cast members as well are also a ton of fun. They don't feel out of place or overshadowing the previous alumni. They feel just right in and felt like they've been with this franchise since the very beginning. They're bringing it their all, and they're having a ton of fun, even if they're getting some very serious injuries along the way. And what really helps these cast members out a lot is not just that they're going all in, but the bond and the chemistry between all of them. You can tell that they genuinely care about each other, and they're having a lot of fun being on set, doing these crazy things with one another. And it's, once again, that bond is very sweet and touching, because when there's a stunt that typically goes a little too far for some people, they don't just keep laughing or make fun of them. They genuinely care and try to comfort the person who is uncomfortable, which is really sweet and touching. As for general negatives about this film, towards the end I did start to feel its runtime a little bit, and those skits during that section started to feel a little bit tiresome. They were really not landing as hard as the previous skits earlier on in the film. And while I wouldn't say they were bad or unfunny, they just didn't have the weight or the impact that the skits we saw earlier in the film, and even after, with one spectacular grand finale of a climax, had, that made me just laugh out loud and just shock and awe. Once again, they weren't bad, but I wouldn't say they were as good as the skits I mentioned earlier. But yeah, outside of that, this movie was a blast. I had such a great time. I laughed out loud a lot. The stunts and pranks were all very creative, and the bond and chemistry between the entire cast was just wonderful. It's a Jackass movie. There's not much more I could say. You're either with it or against it, and I can most definitely say that I was with it. I loved it. This is without a doubt the first must-watch movie of the year, in my opinion. If you're looking for something silly, stupid, and dumb, and above all else hilarious, definitely go check out Jackass Forever. I think it's something that even the most cynical of persons will find utterly delightful. So check it out if you're interested. I highly recommend it. And those are my thoughts on Jackass Forever. What did you all think of it if you've seen it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media links at the end of the video. And until next time, everyone, stay sharp.
Slamming and messing around, pranking each other for fun. And then Johnny said, sailor cap on his head, MTV's gonna give us a show. It's gotta be funny and we'll make some money with the dumbest and toughest idea. Heck yeah, we were in, we said with a grin, and got in a van all together. With a camera in hand, barely a plan, still at it what seems like forever. Forever.